direct from the middle of nowhere to the center of everywhere. It's Beneath the Surface with Sean Murphy and Corey Cooper.
Okay. Where are you handing my glasses, please?
Or the people that Kyle runs into at the gun shop.
Those are just your fans.
Those are your fans.
Yeah.
I love that girl in the bikini that kills fish.
That kills fish.
Hot.
Okay.
How's that
Okay.
kombucha?
It's good.
This episode of Beneath the Surface podcast.
Brought to you by.
Welcome to. Are we going?
Yeah, we're going.
Oh, hey.
We've been
Welcome to
recording.
another episode of Beneath the Surface. I'm Sean Murphy with Skye Bailey and Tyler Trant.
And Jessica.
Jessica.
We're kind of free-form today.
I feel like we're all sitting on one side, so I feel like
Yeah.
I'm having
we're
to...
sitting on one side. So
It's like when couples sit on one side of the table.
Yeah. I don't know which way
Tyler
to
and,
talk.
Tyler and I were in Waffle House the other day. Kurt went to the bath. Our social media girl went to the bathroom, so she left us before we ordered, and it was just Tyler and I sitting on one side of a booth, and the lady was like, "Do you guys have another person?" She was weirded out. We were like next to each other with one menu.
This is totally normal.
Yeah, this episode is brought to us by Bucha Brothers Kombucha. And it's, I don't know, we just got a growler full of it. What do you guys think?
It's actually good.
Cheers.
It's really
as
good.
far
It
as
is
compared
really
to
good.
This local special forces guy, pararescue friend of mine, makes
It's
it.
really good.
Super rad.
Best kombucha I've ever had.
Usually when people are like, "Do you want to drink some kombucha?" I'm like,
No, that's a hard no.
Yeah, actually, I'm
Wait,
good.
let me stop you there.
Trying to quit.
No.
Actually.
Just quit.
But this is very good.
Yeah.
If I drank alcohol, I could imagine.
The alcoholic version.
In that.
Yeah. Could
Like-
you imagine?
Like vodka or something.
Could you believe?
Skye,
Right.
could you imagine?
Can you imagine?
Yeah. I could imagine.
What are we talking? Hi, Jessica. We're doing a podcast.
What gave it away?
So we're freeform today. We are in Fort Walton Beach at our studio, photo studio, and talking about what?
We are talking about Gatorproof 10.0 today.
Tell me more.
No, yeah.
So I'll preface this by saying if you haven't listened to the original Gatorproof, I think it's episode 6 of our podcast series. And then we also have a video that we did. That was filmed in, 2016? The
Yes,
original
yes.
Gatorproof.
Yes.
Go back, watch that, listen to it. You won't be disappointed. Do you have any behind the
I
scenes
don't
you want?
remember that podcast.
No. What about filming the video? You remember filming?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that was my.
Yeah. We don't care about the podcast.
At that
Yeah.
point in time, that was my Super Bowl. That was the best experience of my life. At that point, I've had better since, but at that point in time, I also looked a lot younger. That was a while ago. It was like 8 years ago or something.
Yeah,
7 years ago.
7 years
It was
ago.
dubbed the best boat shoot ever at the time.
It was?
Yeah.
I think so.
By who? Me?
I think you.
Okay.
It was
Yeah.
your Super Bowl.
Well,
It
it was
was your
because
Super Bowl.
I got to play with my favorite animal, alligators, and hang out with Manny Puig, who's one of my heroes, and get to wrestle alligators and do alligator things.
Yeah.
So that was 7 years ago, and then we've had the KULA 2.5 and the KULA 5 basically since then. And when our product director decided we were coming out with a new KULA, we were trying to figure out how we're going to market this thing. And Rob Maccabee, our creative director, said, "Let's do Gatorproof again."
2.0.
2.0.
Or 10.0.
I remember saying I could die now after we did the other one. I was like, maybe I can die now, but definitely now.
Okay, on a scale of
Actually, I
Hang on.
digress. This one had an effect on me that wasn't super pleasant.
This one had
Jessica,
you in.
Jessica, we're filming too. You're in this. She thought we were just doing audio. She's getting ready for a gig tonight. She's a violin player. Why don't you come out and play a little
Play Diddy.
ditty for us? in
she
the
can do our new
background?
intro song for
Oh,
the
she could.
podcast.
Yeah. Fiddle us a
Her and
Diddy.
Neve. They can make us a song while
Yeah.
while Neve's in town.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's talk.
There's
that
Neve
in.
back there.
There's Neve.
If the camera
Neve,
sees
can
her.
you write us a song for our podcast?
Real fast.
Where were we?
I don't know. He's so distracted. So, anyways, Rob said, let's bring back Gatorproof for this new KULA. And Will, our director, we tasked him with writing the most ridiculous, satirical
told him-
script that he could come up with.
We basically gave him a loose guideline, and then he wrote something.
What was your first reaction when you read the script, Sean?
I love it. I mean, if you're a Christopher Guest fan, like this humor, I don't think isn't for everyone. But if you like
Best in Show,
Waiting for Guffman, what else?
Spinal Tap.
Spinal Tap. That line of humor, then this is for you. And Will definitely brought his A game.
Sean and I were on the road when Will was calling us as he was writing the script, and I think we almost crashed 3 times because Sean was driving with his eyes closed. He was laughing so hard.
Yeah, it was super funny. And
Are we talking about the video as if the video's out? We can talk.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to do behind the scenes, so kind of.
hold on.
The
you
premise.
guys carry on. I'm gonna grab my.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab.
Yeah.
Something.
Oh yeah.
Before you grab the thing, so the premise was, if you watch the first one, which I definitely recommend, go watch it.
Yeah.
Is after Murph finds the KULA to be Gatorproof.
He certifies it.
Certifies
Gatorproof.
it, the only thing
The
ever.
only thing ever in the world to be certified by the
Gatorproof.
GPA.
Yes. After that happens, he can't ever find anything for the last 7 years that's Gatorproof, and basically he's washed up.
He's turned himself. He's gone a little off the deep end, trying to find something that is now Gatorproof. He got his white whale, and he can't find anything else.
Yeah. So the new KULA 10 video picks up present day, where Murph,
with a lot of the same characters coming back.
A lot of the same characters coming back, which is fun.
Murph, we're finding him in a desolate state.
I know. I feel like we should. I thought you were gonna come out with it on.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's like a 3-man job. So to me, this was the most challenging part. I know for you, this was the most challenging part of the shoot.
Okay. This now I equate this to maybe you being pregnant.
Yes.
Because I feel like this feels like it would be if I were pregnant. It weighs about 40 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably like 40 pounds. And I wore this for a couple of days, and I felt really. I went into a dark depression where I felt like this was really me, because I'm kind of like.
And what did Will have?
I'm kind of like Christian Bale, I think.
Exactly like
Christian
Bale.
I'm like Christian Bale. I really get immersed into my part.
You're a method actor.
I was full method for a week, and it almost killed me.
No, you were longer because
maybe 2 weeks.
Will had you not shave.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, yeah.
And
I didn't
so you were
shave for like
hating
a month, and I
yourself.
hated myself even more because it was itching and it was gross, and I looked like I was 130 years old and just horribly overweight, and I was a train wreck. And it was just, this could be me. And I felt like it was for a minute, and I really got sad.
You were actually, when we were filming, I have a couple pictures on my phone of you just sitting on the deck of the location we shot at, and you just looked sad.
I was sad.
I had to ride all the way down to the Everglades with that thing in the passenger seat, and it looks real.
Jiggling.
It
It wasn't.
jiggles.
Yeah, it was jiggling.
I tried to
It's got breastises.
It does. The nipples are a bit weird.
I tried to put Sean's tattoos on it. I don't know if you guys have ever tried to tattoo latex, but it's hard. It doesn't like to. Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, the best part though was when we were wrapped shooting you as a fat guy, and we were in the heat all day, and he pulled it off, and it was like someone dumped like a half cup of water. It just
Salty
came,
goodness.
just came
Like Gator, it
shooting
tasted
out.
like Gatorade.
Gatorade, and it just came just exploding out of the fat suit.
Yeah, because you were literally working out in it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it was good.
in the Florida heat.
In the South Florida heat, because it was March, right? Or when we filmed, so it was already good and hot down there. Hi, Jessica.
I love this. It's so real. It's like, okay, bye. And so what else? So we shot for a couple days, and we got to hang out with Manny. We had to pivot a
And
little bit.
anyone that knows Manny or has seen Jackass or Wild Boys, I had never met Manny, so I was actually kind of excited to meet him. And I mean, I grew up watching him on TV, and then all of a sudden he was there, and I was directing him and telling him what to do.
It was awesome.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
Manny was great.
He made me a trident.
He did.
I'll bring it up.
Yeah, where's your trident? We talked a lot about spearfishing between shooting.
My favorite part about Manny was you could be sitting in silence, and he would just be looking out. So we shot at an actual house that was in the middle of the Everglades.
Yeah, the shoot location was insane. Yeah, this is so rad. Oh god.
Maybe we can go flounder gigging with that.
Yeah.
No, we are 100%. Actually, I'm gonna try to just poke a fish with it.
Do what?
Poke a fish with it.
Let's do it.
Okay.
You can borrow it.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Okay.
Manny.
Right.
But the shoot
Oh.
location.
So we did a video on that guy too, in his house.
Gerald.
Gerald
Yeah,
Motes.
but basically he has this house that he built right
He
in the
built
middle
it
of the Everglades.
Board by board, he says.
He
likes
he
to
brought
tell us
in
our-
dirt.
board by board, dirt,
Like,
everything. It's
all by
about
airboat.
4 miles off. It's in the middle of the Everglades, just out in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, super cool.
It's like a compound.
It's like I think it was like people use it as like a stop, or FWC used it as like a place to
When they're
stop.
patrolling. But was it the third day of filming? Another familiar face that was involved in the shoot. That actually won't be in the video, but
Jimbo?
Nope.
not Jimbo, but
JR,
our Florida man.
Oh, right.
So if you ever watch our Florida man video with JR and Sweetie, we used the same filming location for the gator testing parts. And we tested it on probably the biggest gator I've ever seen in my entire life.
What was the name of that gator?
Junior.
Junior.
You need Junior.
You know what we should do? Do a contest where we take a lucky winner to all the filming locations and we relive the film.
But you have to dress
You
up.
get to meet. Yeah, I dress up. JR, you get to meet Florida Man
And Sweetie.
Sweetie. We get to hang out with
Manny.
and Jimbo. We can't forget Jimbo. Jimbo's like an unsung hero. He's
behind
lives
the
also in the
scenes.
Everglades, and he does snake. I say snake hunting. They don't kill them. They just go catch snakes for fun.
For fun.
Pythons and everything. But we did another episode. We did an episode of a show that we used to do called Beneath the Surface, where we did python hunting with Jimbo. So he was really cool too, and so we could take people all over and dress
What was
the winner. We could
Jimbo's?
dress the winner up
As you.
as an alligator.
Do they have to ride in the car with us and listen to podcasts for hours and hours on end?
Yeah.
We only listened to one.
We only listened to who?
Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan. Sometimes reluctantly, and we turn him off the second he starts talking about COVID or what else? Mushrooms,
MMA.
MMA. No, I like
You
that.
can't say COVID on podcast because now we're going to get the little disclaimer on our podcast page.
Okay.
Is it too
I'll,
late?
I'll edit it out.
What do you mean?
Just kidding.
they said they
Yeah,
hear
they
it.
they like have sensors that
Yeah.
will flag it. Like if you mention COVID, we'll get a disclaimer that
I'm
we're
joking.
talking about it.
I mean, we will get a sensor, but I don't. It's just funny because we're talking about Joe Rogan. I mean, Joe Rogan might honestly give you a sensor too.
Do you think we could get on Joe Rogan? Do you think he'd have us
I feel
on?
like you could.
I'm like 1 degree of separation away from Joe Rogan, I think, so we can make it happen.
You are?
How?
Go on. Who? You can't say.
I'm not going to name drop on the podcast.
Okay, but you could.
I can make it happen, I think.
You could? Mm-hmm. I met him on news radio many.
Well, you've met him.
But he would never remember me. I was hang out with Andy Dick drinking beers in a trailer behind news radio. That's whole nother podcast.
That sounds really memorable, actually.
Yeah.
I'm sure he remembers that.
Yeah. I just lost my train of thought.
I know. Where were we? Whole nother
We
story.
went off a whole different tangents.
Do we have anything behind the scenes? I'm trying to think.
Well, I was asking what was Jimbo's role in...
So Jimbo, I love Jimbo. He's kind of that goat, I feel like we've glossed over kind of, I don't want to ever compare like what we do to like living in Los Angeles but in my mind I kind of do that because I lived there for so long, and I equate like what we did if we were in LA and had to do like the production we did, it would have cost $1 gazillion. We just knew all these people that are super helpful, and they all just brought essentially everything we needed with access to real live alligators under supervision in three different locations with, I mean, really the best in the business. Super nice people.
No
just
animals.
helped us.
The giant tortoise was really cool.
Saltwater tortoise. Yeah, we did a workout Rocky scene where I worked out, or Murph worked out with a tortoise and did curls with exotic snakes.
And there is a clip of you curling the alligator because
I curled an alligator.
Mm-hmm.
One of the snakes, the big snake that Jimbo brought, escaped in his car on his way to the shoot and crawled up into the air conditioner vent and got stuck, and he had to take his whole dashboard apart, his whole car engine. He got stuck in the firewall somehow. So that was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
We got the full, like, I feel like Everglades experience, like
For sure.
riding on airboats, playing with alligators,
Yeah.
snakes. What else?
We also, I think it's a good, for people that like behind the scenes production and stuff, like we put the whole thing together kind of ourselves. Skye, she takes the role of producer as well as many other things at our company. We had to order, so I ordered like, a woman mannequin. And I remember having a conversation, like it took a while to find the right mannequin because we were casting a mannequin to be my girlfriend. And so we bought a mannequin, we bought the wigs. I went shopping at like 10 thrift stores to buy and I remember FaceTiming our director in all these thrift stores and trying on dresses. Like, hey, it was just a bizarre process. And I don't know, it was a really interesting. And then when we got there, putting together, there's some great pictures of you and Rob putting together Beatrice.
Yeah.
There's some,
and then
interesting photos of me putting Beatrice's
we should
legs
have all
on.
worn our GPA shirts.
Oh, we should have. Yeah, we all got to wear
I have one of there.
Gatorproof shirts.
And then you photoshopped all the
photos.
of myself with
as a kid, as a
kid,
baby,
all the things. And then we decorated Gerald's house with, like, it was mine with all. And another little cool behind the scenes thing, like we needed tons of cigarette ashes, so we have a woman at our work that likes to smoke. So
shout out to Brenda.
Way to go, Brenda.
Yeah.
I was like, hey Brenda, can you just collect all of your cigarette butts for a few weeks for me? And she was like, why? And I'm like, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, just do it.
Yeah.
And she did. Mm-hmm. And then I smoked a lot too, and then I needed cigarettes, and one of the guys at the farm had pack of 305s they gave me, and I gladly smoked all those.
No. When we were hopping on the airboat at the launch, some random people were pulling their boat up the ramp, and I said, hey, can I buy your pack of cigarettes off of you? And Will always has cash, and Will was like, oh, good thinking, and just paid these random people for their cigarettes.
Florida's the best. I don't care what anybody says. You can get shit done here.
No
you
matter
can't get
what.
done anywhere.
Oh
else.
yeah.
Yeah.
And people
no
are-
one asks
people will
questions.
help you and just they want to just be part of whatever it is you're doing, and it's awesome.
That's right. You did smoke a lot of cigarettes.
I smoked a lot of cigarettes. I
Yeah.
think towards the end scene, I couldn't even talk. I lost.
If
my
you
voice.
listen to the video when we're testing, the KULA 10, your voice is shot
Yeah.
completely.
It's almost like you just like lost all your weight and you just became more just burly though.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
I cleaned it up.
That
some,
also
so
set
it-
me on a path of health. I feel like
How many
Well,
days has it been since you've had candy?
2 weeks.
It was 9. Was it been 2 weeks? It was 9 days, and we were.
2 weeks.
It's
Okay.
rounding.
It's like I stopped counting days. It's not, but it's like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So anyway, I didn't like the way that felt.
Yeah, and now no sugar for you, unless you
Well,
had sugar on the
there's
road.
sugar, but just no. Yeah. Anyway.
A path of health. I will say that my eyes burned filming you smoke all those cigarettes.
I had to step out. Yeah.
I like the way you could easily go down that. Sometimes I see folks on TV or whatever, or wherever, or at the gas station or at Walmart, and I'm like, at what point does it just that happen to where you just melted onto a couch smoking cigarettes and eating Doritos
And pouring chocolate syrup in your
pouring
mouth.
chocolate syrup in my mouth? It was very comfortable and easy. It was an easy transition, and it can happen quick. So, all you people out
It's a
there,
slippery slope.
be very careful and self-aware, because it's Anyway,
Wow, she got really deep.
It did, yeah.
Should we talk about the product at all?
yeah.
Sure.
So the cool.
This is totally like a Joe Rogan post too, because he'll just talk about. Should we talk about aliens for a while?
Oh,
I bet you
no.
see some stuff out in the Everglades at
I
nighttime.
bet you do. Some UFOs.
I bet you see some stuff.
We can't talk about the stuff they talk about on Joe Rogan,
No.
Why?
because they get.
Oh
they
yeah,
get
yeah.
loose.
We gotta stay kind of.
We gotta focus.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, so we can talk about the KULA, the product, which we also, skipping around. We just shot the KULA 10 on a road trip last weekend, and it's amazing.
Yeah. I was honestly, a little skeptical of the size. And I was like, do we need? Everybody's got, I think I have every size cooler known to man. And I'm like, okay, everything we get, I'm like, would I use this? Do I want this? And I wasn't sure. And we did some packing videos just to kind of show what all you can fit in it. And I think I marketed to myself
Oh, yeah.
and convinced myself that I absolutely need one because you can fit so many beers. I think what did we say, like 54? Like 54 beer
that's
cans?
crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
If you think about it, the coolers, other competitor company coolers that we all have, they're coolers. They weigh like 10,000 pounds. So it's I don't think talking about, and weight's kind of irrelevant for a cooler. I feel like this is one of the things you would have like as a staple. You just leave it in your boat,
Totally.
or the back of your pickup, or take. It's not the thing. I don't think I would take it just every day to the beach.
Yeah. No, exactly.
It's
We have
a
other
pain in
items
the
for
ass.
that.
The selling point for me is like exactly like long days that you're going to need it, like
Camping.
camping on the boat,
RVing,
things like that. And then the new
tailgates.
accessory pack is really, really nice.
I brought it down to the beach with KULA and all of her friends, and at first they were like, oh, it's a cooler, and then they opened it up and saw the basket and saw that we had sandwiches and apples, and they were like,
Cutting board.
and then I was like,
Yeah.
this is a cutting board, and I was like, it's dual-sided, and they were just like, oh, whoa.
Yeah.
And they were like, what? And
you
then
can
the
stick
two
your-
Magnapods, I had everyone have the drinkware, and they were amazed at the Magnapods and the speaker, and I was like, this is what I do.
It is definitely a crowd pleaser.
Yeah, that's what I was a little skeptical at first, but like after using it for a couple days, I'm like, great. Now I have to buy another.
I've already
cooler.
been asked if it's available to me this weekend. Someone's already been like, can you bring that down? I was like, Sure.
Really nice.
It's heavy.
Oh.
It's heavy. I'll need a second pair of hands to carry
or a
half of it.
third.
Yeah. Just don't put 54 beers, ice, and all the other things in that. Then it would weigh a lot.
Then you would need a cart,
Do we? Yeah. We put it in the car.
and then you have the mule cart.
There you go.
If it's the same roundness. Would
Yeah,
it fit in
I
that?
think it will.
It probably fits in there.
Yeah, because
perfect.
it's got the. Yeah.
I
think
love
it's
that.
fine.
Shout out to
Cool.
William.
Yeah.
Hey, William.
Shout out. What's up? That's awesome. Yeah. So
Cool.
I think.
I hope everyone likes the video.
Yeah.
We've been working really hard on it, and
I haven't seen it, so I'm taking your word. I don't like looking at myself on camera and
But
hearing.
you're
my
really not
voice.
going to like looking at
Yeah.
yourself on camera with this one.
Oof.
Can we have a live reaction
No, not
of
with-
you watching
Oh my
it?
gosh,
that would be funny.
That would be funny.
it's horrifying.
Right now, it's still. I mean, it's we're almost there, tightening up a few spots. So, but as we record
I think this would be
this-
really funny. We can just fast forward through the sound and just get your reaction to it.
Ugh.
There you go. Number 6.
See, on the first one, I just got to look cool the whole time.
Right.
And now you do.
This is,
But it's a
I don't
it's
know
a
how these
comeback
actors
story.
do this thing where they gain weight, gain 50 pounds, and then lose 50 pounds or whatever.
I was telling our director Will that I think my favorite part of this is that I like to think of you as you lost your mind and you're not really fat or really grew your hair out. You're just wearing a fat suit in the Everglades and you're wearing a wig, and then all of a sudden you're just like, I'm good now.
Yeah.
That's basically.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Are you showing? What did you?
Yeah, you were gonna have your live reaction
No,
to your
I
first
don't wanna
time.
see
You
that.
have to.
No.
Yeah, it's for the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, it's for the-
Ooh. Oh, you want me to watch it right now?
Yes, we're doing.
The whole video?
Yeah.
No,
We
don't have
we
time
might not
for
have
this.
time because the camera
Oh.
this
We don't
camera's
have time. I'll just
overheating.
fast forward. No, it's horrible. And, yeah, no.
It's like me.
It's
I
so
hate
uncomfort-
seeing
it's
myself
so
on.
uncomfortable. And my legs are skinny, so I just look like a train wreck.
You look like a keg with legs.
A keg
Yeah.
with legs. Exactly.
Okay, shout out. I was
Shout out
said
to Skinny Billy,
Billy. Shout out to Billy.
former Billy.
Shout out to Billy, Keto Billy. Keto Billy, he lost 80 pounds. Didn't he?
I thought
I
he
think
said
it's
he
like
lost
40.
like 40 or 50.
40, 80, whatever.
Yeah,
it's a
all the
lot.
same.
Do you think he's gained it all back yet, or is he hanging in there?
He probably ate one piece of garlic bread and he went off the rails.
Happens to the best of us.
Well, we'll check him out when we go to Alaska
Yeah.
Yeah.
in a
2
couple
weeks.
weeks.
All right, guys.
Okay.
Well,
Jessica,
I think this is a good one.
What do you got there, Jessica? Laundry. Jessica's doing laundry.
All right, guys. We'll check. Oh man.
Man,
Check out Gatorproof 10. Let us know what you think.
Thanks for joining us on another episode of Beneath the Surface. I'm Sean Murphy, and there's little
there's us.
tiny Beetlejuice head and Skye Bailey.